Well, I think that Germany, the very fabric of the Germany that we grew up with, has changed dramatically as a result of the refugees coming in. And there is an attack, Neil, on good and civilized people, democracies, just people who want freedom and the ability to live their lives free of terror. So there is that attack coming, and we need to be vigilant and diligent. And certainly, I know your thoughts and my thoughts and everybody in America's thoughts go out to the good people of Germany. But make no mistake, there is a war, and it's going to be a long and drawn-out war, and we have to really join forces with all people of goodwill who want to fight terror, whether they be the Russians, whether they be, you name it. We have to go and stop it.
You know, if you think about it, Germany has, I'm not saying been terror-proof, but hasn't seen anything approaching the magnitude of what has happened in Brussels or Nice or Paris or elsewhere, largely because they're considered to be very vigilant against this sort of stuff. Something slipped through, something happened. We don't know the exact order of events, whether this driver picked up speed as he was going onto a blockaded street and then moved on to the sidewalk, but they weren't ready for that. So what do you make of that?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's probably, what, 9:15 on a Monday night.
10:15,
the fact that
they don't.
Didn't,
go ahead.
Thank you,
at that time when the attack happened, yeah.
Right. So that being said, it wasn't a crowded Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So what that tells me is maybe their guard was let down somewhat. But as was referenced earlier in your show, Neil, if somebody wants to do this, they're going to find a way to hit the softest of soft targets and hit the most vulnerable, because that's what they're trying to do, is to disrupt our way of life, make us not do those things. And the only thing we can do is continuing to go out and continuing to go to those parties and continuing to go to those areas to make sure that they don't change the way of life that we have come to know and love.
Do you ever get a sense, though, that somehow the warnings that the State Department issues, and I take nothing against the State Department issuing them, but we don't hear about them? For some reason, Americans were left unawares that this warning was out there. And I'm wondering if there's a better way of communicating that to anyone and everyone.
Yeah, I think there is, Neil. And the way that we use social media today, anyone who's traveling overseas, there should be an automatic way to, set up on Twitter or Facebook to get those instantaneous type of alerts that we get every day when there's a tornado or a hurricane or some type of weather alert coming. There's no reason why, when I'm traveling in Germany, that I can't be tied into the State Department website somehow, and then they say, by the way, don't go downtown Berlin because in the Christmas areas, because we're expecting a problem. It makes sense that we should be able to do that this day and age.
All right, Senator, thank you very, very much. I know we were booked originally to talk about other things, and thank you for your indulgence with all this breaking news.